YouTube channel. Okay, I'm filming this right after I filmed my last video I posted yesterday, was it? Oh, yeah, I think so. So, I just have so much to say, and I was already filming for too long, and it wouldn't make sense because normally people watch my videos for like 15 minutes. So, if I was going to like bring up a really big argument, at the end of the video, no one was going to see it. Or, well, some of you are going to see it. Let me know if you watch the end of my videos. You don't have to, but like, whatever. So, we talked about the fact that Gabbie Hanna is currently on this rampage series in which she's making like a video a day, made it months ago, talking about different dramas that's happened in her life, different, people she's fallen out with, different people that have exposed her, different experiences she's been in, and it's just messy. She's calling out people that, she hasn't called out in months or years. Like, that's what, years upon years. Like, she did a video on rice gum. And again, I've talked in length about the fact that I haven't really covered this series much because it's like talking about drama that happened years and years ago. But there's actually something that has happened that has triggered other YouTubers to get involved in real time, so that's why I'm talking about it. And that was that Gabbie Hanna spoke out about the fact that Joey Graceffa and his ex-boyfriend Daniel had spoken up about the fact that she was basically like a diva bitch to work with on Escape the Night, his YouTube series. And we made videos about it last summer, and it was really juicy. They basically said she demanded all this, she was rude to staff, she was rude to them, just uncooperative. And Gabbie made a video talking about that, like a year later. Now, I need a burp, so I had a Red Bull. Wasn't me, I covered my mouth, it was fucking you, bitch. So anyways, sorry. So, she's now made this video, she's speaking up about it, and she basically says that, yeah, I was a nightmare to work with, I was a rude person, I was a bitch to work with, I was a diva. And it all boiled down to the fact that I was triggered in multiple aspects. That she was struggling with a really intense ED and they didn't accommodate food to her whenever they really should have. I've already made that argument. Please watch my other video if you haven't, so I don't have to repeat things. And then the other thing was because she was struggling so much with body issues, she had already made it very vocal that the clothes and costumes that they had put her in the first time she was on the show made her feel very restrictive and uncomfortable. And you know yourself, if you're struggling with your body image, that's something that'll set you over the edge. That and the food and working long days and being hungry and not having the food there that, you think you're able to eat and there just being snacks there that don't accommodate to you. It would piss me off. Now, I wouldn't shout at staff or anything, and Gabbie's admitting that she was wrong for all of that. And that's what they were talking shit about. But Gabbie's exposing their conversations and being like, this you, and this you, and this... And Joey has responded and was like, at the time of filming, is like, oh, like, two can play that game, bitch, like, if you want to start speaking up about this. And Gabbie responded and was basically calling him out. And it's like, I've done everything that you can expose me for. If you call me a bitch that I worked, and wasn't cooperative, I've already said I was. I'm just saying that this is also what you've done that you don't want to own up to. And at the time of filming this, Joey hasn't done that. Again, things flip-flop on the internet, so we'll see. But now, we have a big thing I want to talk about that happened in that video. And it wasn't appropriate to talk about it in my last video because I was focusing on Gabbie speaking up about her ED and body image. But that was one section of the video, talking about Escape the Night. The other part was about Kenza Cosmetics and Gabbie literally selling a scam to her followers. And she just brings up Angelika Oles again, another drama channel on this platform. Just brings up Angelika Oles again, calling her a bitch, and like, it really just is like, Gabbie talks about Angelika Oles every couple months, and talks about Angelika Oles, in my opinion, how she says Angelika Oles talks about her. She is pushing this narrative that she's been in a lot of controversies because Angelika Oles has been the first mastermind behind it, mega mind behind it, who has been pushing these stories so that other drama channels will talk about them, and Angelika was always the first one. And Gabbie brings up the Kenza Cosmetics where she sold a scam to her followers, and we don't need to get back into that, and she's like, Angelika Oles was the first one on this before I even got to say any word because she's trying to be the downfall of my career. Whoop-de-doo, Angelika Oles was not the first person to make this video. A guy called Marky was. So, Gabbie's well-researched fucking series isn't even well-researched because that's not true. So, she has unnecessarily pushed another lie about Angelika Oles, a drama channel, in this series for no reason. And my argument in bringing this up is that Gabbie is coming for other people for not taking accountability the way they speak to people and calling her a bitch. And look, I'm calling myself a bitch, but you called me a bitch and you can't even say it. Like this. And then in the same breath, she is devoting so much time to trying to take down Angelika Oles. And it's so weird to me how Gabbie Hanna cannot understand Angelika Oles, any drama, literally, you know the meme where it's like, Megan from Drake and Josh, whenever Josh, like something goes wrong and Josh's like, Megan, that's Gabbie Hanna, whenever anything goes wrong, T-channels. She is now pushing that, you know, Angelika has just been on this takedown scheme of her for so long and just makes so much money off her. Yeah, Angelika Oles makes so much money off you, Gabbie Hanna. Angelika Oles also makes so much money off of Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, more on them than she would do with you. Again, that's just me speculating, but from a drama channel who also makes money to a drama channel about Angelika, I can quite honestly promise you that Angelika Oles has probably, in my opinion, made more money talking about other YouTubers than Gabbie. You know why? Because fucking 12 months out of the year, no one's keeping up with Gabbie Hanna. It's just whenever she has some music to promote and she comes back in the wheel of drama. We've been on this. So it's really disappointing to me because in my last video, if you watched it, you'd be like, damn, he was really nice to Gabbie Hanna. Yeah, I was really nice to her because I feel in the arguments that she was bringing up, I cannot justify someone being rude to staff. I cannot justify someone... I'm not gonna go there. But it made me really upset because I wasn't able to double down on my opinion because I knew that I wanted to talk about this. Where at any given chance, she can do what other people are doing to her that's so wrong. And here she's doing it with Angelika Oles again. And it's like, give it up. Give it up. Angelika's gonna talk about you. Yeah. You're gonna talk about her, but don't talk about her talking about you whenever you're gonna talk about her. It's just like, I have a weird energy in this video because it's like, is Gabbie Hanna trolling? And I don't mean trolling as in, you know, the way she's been like, ooh, like I'm trolling and you don't even know it. I'm talking about, is she genuinely playing dumb? Now, Angelika has been tweeting all night, basically calling out that there is no accuracy to what Gabbie is saying at all, and it really is just kind of a campaign of coming after her. And so I'm going through her platform right now, Angelika's, and here we have it. So Gabbie's main point was Angelika is such a bitch because she made this video about Gabbie before Gabbie was able to address it. And she was the first one. Gabbie makes it very clear that Angelika was the first. No. 4th of December, 2018, Marky covers Kenza Cosmetics in the video about Gabbie. Marky. And then, would you look at that, 19th of December, Angelika's video on it. But it seems because Gabbie has something so against Angelika, why would she focus on anyone else who's made a video about it whenever she can just focus on Angelika? Because it's very clear that she has a vendetta against Angelika. And it's like, Jesus, at least admit it. So, we go through this, and Angelika is obviously speaking up, and a lot of other people are. So, Angelika said, you clearly have a vendetta against me based on how often you single me out, but get your facts right. I did not start the Kenza hate train against you. Callum Markey was the first one to cover it. Callum Markey right now, shit, leave me out of it, guys. I was probably second, and then everyone else. So, the thing is, I tweeted my support of Gabbie's video that we talked about in my last one, which is this same one we're talking about the Joey section, because I'm going to be honest, I skipped to the Joey section because I don't care about anything else to do with Gabbie Hanna. So then whenever I started seeing all this blowing up, I went back and I was so disappointed that I couldn't then feel comfortable defending her in one section of it because she just shows that she hasn't learned anything. She's just has things against certain people, so her arguments are so shit. And that even goes to the one with Joey and Daniel, in my opinion. So I then tweeted Angelika and said, wait, hold the fuck on. I skipped to the Joey section and it was genuinely good. And after watching the first section about Kenza, Gabbie talking about you, how she says that you talk about her, what the fuck? She's admitting that she's obsessed. Jesus. And so, then Marky had uploaded a video about it, and so T-Spill said, Marky even said in his video today that he was the first to cover it. That's why I found his channel. Yet, of course, it was Angelika fucking Oles who did it. And so, all the drama channels, like Paige, say, I agree that it was Marky who started it, but of course Angelika is what Gabbie is going to focus on. So, T-Spill also said, how is it every single person's fault that Gabbie has an issue with everyone and Gabbie is always the victim in it? Like, why can't we talk about that she has the victim complex and, you know, she's never at fault, ever. So, my thing is that in Gabbie's video, we watched about her and, what's his name? The little, like, twink. What's his name? Joey Graceffa. So, we talked about that. And it's just weird to me that in the same video where she's trying to make an argument against someone else, being rude to her, she's so rude to someone else. It's so fucking weird. So I'm gonna skip to it right now where she talks about the Kenza. And just to kind of show you her weird vendetta against Angelika.
My friends are kind of the age now.
Let me find this. So, this is her proving, like, ADHD brain, can't focus.
Oh, what I realized was I feel like it's kind of flat. But God,
skipping,
what a life.
skipping.
So, here's some of that unprocessed and physical health to the eating disorder shit. And, like, I'm clearly a bit cringy about it. So now, instantly, I'm in fucking panic mode. And I'm like,
oh, here we go, sorry.
My comments right now saying that I, like, mistreated a squirrel.
Okay. This is her bringing up Angelika.
I choose my cat
out of
that squirrel.
nowhere.
That to my
again.
Oh, I and my friends are kind of the age now where we're, like, realizing how toxic our diet culture was growing up. But the
oh, not me having to watch that again. ADHD brain! Oh my god, Gabbie.
Oh, what I realized was I feel like it's actually just the fact that women, when they hit a certain age, a lot of times, hopefully, kind of come to this realization of, what am I doing? The body that I was given.
Is this not it?
My body.
Jesus, she just talks and talks and talks, right? Fucking hell.
I have a lot of resentment about this for a long time.
Okay, here we go.
I never had, like, healthy options at home, and, like, I have a big grudge about that in the American system.
Never mind. Hold on.
You know what? I have to get into that to explain my hurt through that. Like, I would let you guys know how much I did not think this was a bad idea, and the reason that I was
Kenza brushes
about it is because the first time I ever saw anything about it or heard about it was my face plastered on a thumbnail, and it's like, Gabbie Hanna is a scam.
Angelika.
That's the first I'm hearing about this. So now instantly I'm in fucking panic mode.
About Angelika
Oles.
Oles.
Trying to DM people who said that they have a problem with it, trying to get personal information, trying to talk to the company. But at this point, there's already all these other videos and tweets popping up that Gabbie Hanna scammed her fans. I was not the only person to promote that company, and that's how I know that you guys don't actually care about the problem. You care about me. You want me to be the problem. That's something that, like, I've never been able to express because it's like, look how defensive she is. Dude, yeah, I'm defensive.
I think Gabbie's issue is that Gabbie thinks that drama channels only care about her. They don't. They don't. You're just someone they talk about. Yeah. That harsh reality, babe. Harsh reality. Fuck.
Dude, yeah, I'm defensive because people are always attacking me in a very unfair and chaotic way. If you guys actually cared about accountability, and I'm talking to drama channels again, and Angelika Oles, of course, like, she literally starts every story when it comes to me. I really have, like, a deep disdain for her, and I'll be very honest about that. I think that she has done some really terrible things for the sake of money, including pinpoint me and target me in that way, and trying to say that she's doing it in an unbiased way. Dude, you literally put up a video of me. This is a brand deal that so many influencers were doing. Gabbie Hanna is a scammer. Before I even have a chance to respond, you're calling me a scammer. I would have loved to have had the opportunity to
and let me promise you that she rambles on and on and on and on and on about Angelika Oles. So we can already disprove what she's saying. It's clear Gabbie has done feature-length, film-length rants about Angelika Oles. Only Angelika Oles. And it's really weird to me. She seems to have an issue with women in the entertainment field. And I have no problem saying that because she'll never come for the male drama channels. And like, I don't mean to throw anyone under the bus, but again, Marky made the video first. And he was the first one to cover it, and Angelika followed after that, and the drama channels followed after that. But she'll only ever come after Angelika. And the issue is, The way she treats Angelika is the way that she complains that she gets treated by every single other person. So unless she changes that behavior, then how can we trust what she's saying that other people are doing to her? And unfortunately, that goes back to the point about Joey. I defended, and I do stand by most of my defending, which is why I filmed that video knowing I was going to film this, because I think it still applies in that context. Now we have the bigger context, and it shows her up to be someone who is very opportunist, and also, aside from that, someone who just has vendetta against certain people. So how do we not know that the vendetta that she has against Angelika is the exact same one that she might have against, like, Joey Graceffa? Or against Joey's, like, twink boyfriend? I need to stop saying twink, it's like people, sorry. Boyfriend, you know what I mean? Until Gabbie Hanna comes to terms with the fact that she discredits things that she says, and yes, she does, whenever she comes for other people the way she says that she's been came for, then we're making no progress. It's weird to me that she continuously comes for Angelika whenever Angelika is doing what everyone else is doing, especially men in the drama space, in the tea space, in the commentary space, in the journalism space. Angelika's literally doing what everyone else is doing. Angelika Oles doesn't care about Gabbie Hanna the way Gabbie Hanna thinks she cares about her. Angelika Oles is doing her job. Drama channels are doing their job. They literally don't wake up and think about fucking Gabbie Hanna. It's a job. But regardless of how much you like this person, Trisha Paytas does not wake up and be like, Angelika Oles has made this amount of videos on me. Marky has made this amount of videos on me. Blah, blah, blah has made this amount of videos on me. All they do is obsess over me. No, they fucking spend their day, blah, 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 blah. They sit down and be like, what the fuck has, like, Gabbie done now? Research. Hi, guys, let's talk about... That's it. End video. Alright, let's go out for drinks. That's it. That's fucking it. These people don't think about you the way you think, or about them, and I had to make this update that I literally feel so uncomfortable standing beside, even appreciating what she was saying about Joey whenever it's like, this is how she speaks about other people, and in my opinion, it really does discredit. I want to know what your opinion is. It's just weird that she continuously comes after Angelika when Angelika is literally doing what everyone else is doing. In terms of, I'm focusing on the Kenza debate. Let's focus on that. Like, Gabbie is focusing on that, so I'm focusing on that. Angelika is doing what every other male is doing in the drama space, but Gabbie only has an issue with her, and consistently only has an issue with her. Again, let's focus solely on the Kenza issue that Gabbie's bringing up, which my entire video is about. That one issue. Because if we're going to do what Gabbie's doing, let's focus on, let's deep dive in. Let's focus on that one issue. She seems to just have an issue with Angelika. And that needs to be addressed before she can really take any more accountability. In my opinion. I want to know where you're at with it though. I love you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Mwah.